burgers. We have to quick eat. So we were late.
Yeah.
Lady D had to work late.
His fault, not mine.
But we're live.
Hey, everybody.
So, you can see the pile of pink behind me. There is a metric buttload of it built. Or a cut. I'm in the midst of build phase. Hello, Commodore, and welcome to my orbit. Yeah, I got pink stuff everywhere. I'm in the midst of a huge build. And that's what's on the bench, and that's going to be on the bench for the entire week. I've got a huge 2,000-point tournament this weekend. 4 tables. Hello, everyone. Got a huge 2,000-point tournament this weekend. I shouldn't say huge. It's 8 people, 4 tables, and I'm building 4 tables of terrain for said tournament. So I have spackle. I have foam. I have adhesive. I have everything cut. So I'm just in assembly phase right now. So, toothpicks. So, yeah, I have a video I'm working on. Originally, I was going to do a video on how to build these pieces I'm building. And I realized they're pretty basic. So I'll eventually do one on them. But I think a better thing for this video is explaining how I'm building 60 pieces of terrain in 4 days. I would love to see you there. Do I have enough caffeine and alcohol? Yes. Yes. I don't need the alcohol. I have to keep sober because I'm getting enough fumes from cutting on my Proxon all these pieces. So this is what a test piece looks like of the corner pieces with just the foam on it. I still have to do the mudding and then the paint job. But this is the basic wall pieces that there's going to be 24 of those made all together. And then there's going to be 16 small buildings, 8 big buildings, and then a bunch of, craters. So it's cool. It'll be great. There will be a video later this week on it. I've been filming the entire time I'm doing this stuff. And if it comes out as well as I think it is, I'm going to probably end up having to do another 2 tables worth for the venue I'm doing this for. And I'll probably end up doing a full table's worth for myself that I'll actually put a little bit more effort into to make it even fancier for personal use. Because, fancy's fancy. So, he finally got all of his stuff in from Georgia, so he hasn't been doing any hobby work. He has been busy rebuilding his room into a room rather than being a couple of boxes.
Yeah.
So,
It's been busy.
He's been avoiding me.
I have not been avoiding you. I come down all the time.
He avoids me. I feel left out.
You spend more time at work, so no, I'm not down here all the time because most of the time I would be downstairs. You're at work.
He ignores his father.
Oh my god!
All right, so that's what's on the bench. Let's jump right to it. Warhammer Fest. Oh my god, last week was awesome.
So much stuff.
Oh my god, Warhammer Fest was awesome last week.
Oh yeah.
Now, I know we already talked about Monday and Tuesday's stuff last week, so let's jump past that. Let's go to the other big stuff they revealed during the rest of the week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
still
more like Dudley. Have you seen him?
Hey. What a dick. What a dick.
So let's talk about it. Let's start with the big stuff that the top end stuff that interests me. Cadians are getting a bonus sprue added to their kits, which I'm assuming they're going to have a similar sprue added to the Catachin kits as well.
Probably,
it means the price is probably going to go up a couple bucks. I mean, they are one of the cheapest kits they have, so they're going to probably go up a couple bucks. But getting an extra sprue that's all got lots of extra heads, extra helmets, all the different weapon options. So you have a second set of all the extra weapon options, all the sergeant options, including, did you notice the bolt gun? There's a really nice bolt gun. So instead of having to kit bash like a Space Marine bolt gun, they've got him carrying an actual bolt gun. We're going to get to that. We're going to get to that box set. I
haven't seen anything on the
we'll get to that.
I didn't see it.
I'm super excited about that. So, yeah. So the Cadians are getting that upgrade. And then they showed the new models for Gone to Ghosts. Now I looked it up because I thought there was a set of them. There was a set of metal ones that were produced in 1997.
Really?
Yes, when the books first came out. So there haven't been a set of metal. They were only in print for a shorter period of time. They're putting a lot of effort in it. So this is going to be a new addition to the line, meaning they're probably going to be actually in the new codex that should be coming out for Astra Militarum, I'm guessing by the end of summer.
Yeah.
The orcs. Oh my gosh, all the reveals, including the fact that there's an orc box set that's going to have a huge number of beast snaggers in it. Probably like a $200 box set, nothing but tons of beast snaggers, all the different kinds, including the return of the mega boss in mega armor.
Very nice.
War boss in mega armor. He's got a grot on his shoulder with a gun. It's so cool. Such a great model, such a great thing. For orc players, I'm so excited. Now, a lot of people are complaining because it looks like they're all going to be monopose. You know what? I've been thinking about it more and more and more. I don't mind monopose as much. I understand the arguments against monopose. I get it. And if you really want your models to look different, there is such a thing as clippers and knives and green stuff. You can do some effort to make them a little different. And, you know, with a half-decent paint job, they're fine. On the other hand, you're talking about troops. I mean, I look at my Cadian army. I got 70 guys that put them on the table, and I have to pick them up and look at them to tell who's who anyhow, because they all look the same. So I'm not really affected by monopose. You know what? I mean, you look at Marines. Marines, even when they weren't monopose, they all look the same.
Yeah.
So I'm not that worried about it. Your paint job, what makes them look different? Whatever. I'm not worried about it. I like it. I think the Beast Snagga box is going to be awesome. It's probably what I'm going to get to expand my orc army. Although I already have a lot of orcs to go with anyhow.
Also fair.
But I love orcs. So there's that. And they hinted at it. They showed brief images. I don't know if they showed a lot to it, but there is a box set, another war battle box coming out. Grey Knights versus Thousand Suns.
Oh, jeez.
Now you talk about a box
of psychers.
You're talking about a box, just a great box. Yeah, we'll get to Age of Sigmar. I've been laughing about it all day. No, I love the Age of Sigmar stuff. We'll get to the Age of Sigmar stuff. Let's cover 40K first. Oh my God, though. Yeah, Grey Knights and Thousand Suns, a full battle box, the two armies. I mean, Lady D really wants Thousand Suns eventually. That's the Chaos faction she wants to do.
Yeah.
I mean, she loves the look of them, and she likes Magnus the Red. So, I mean, that's a great in for her. If only I knew a Grey Knights player that I could potentially split a box with. Ben.
Oof. Oof, he called you out. He's called you out, man.
So, I mean, it just means if I can't find someone, it just means, oh God, guess I'm getting into a new army.
Oh my God. Jeez.
I don't know about Grey Knights though. I mean, I like them, but that baby carrier bothers me.
Yeah.
All right. So,
no, my friend's been complaining about the baby carrier for the Sisters of Battle now.
Oh God, I love the baby carrier.
I know it looks great.
Oh my God,
because the legs aren't there. I think that's the one issue I have with the Grey. The legs are the biggest issue in the Grey Knights baby carrier battle. Without the legs, it looks great.
They've released the stats for the new Sister of Battle High Lord of Terror character. The Morning Ball, something like that.
Is she good?
She's ridiculous. That sword that she's carrying is basically a Custodes lance.
Yeah.
She's got rocket launchers on her shoulders. And she's got twos and everything. She's just really good.
How many wounds does she have?
I want to say 7 or 8.
Okay, so I was really hoping they didn't go over 10 with that.
No, they're not. They didn't go over 10 with it. No, she's still character. Just replace the torso of Venerable Dread. You're not wrong. And that actually would be a really good look for it. Again,
I've seen the kit bash for that.
Again, I like the Grey Knights. I actually really like the Grey Knights. So, again, if I don't find someone to split a box with, Ben, I mean, it just means I'm going to have a Grey Knights army, or at least the beginnings of a Grey Knights army. The sisters, it's a box.
Yeah, but you can make a Grey Knights kill team.
I can make a Grey Knights kill team out of 5 figures. So yeah, I mean, the Sisters of Battle stuff that's come out is great. I have calmed down. I'm not doing sisters. I'm not doing sisters. I'm not doing sisters.
I will be.
He is. I'm not.
Nothing will stop me.
Now I'm going to tell you all this new Cadian stuff. I'm assuming there's going to get new other stuff. It's going to be amazing. So, she has 8 wounds, but a 4+ invuln and 4 for mortals is what she can 4+ off. Yeah, she's gross. She's a High Lord of Terra. Everyone is assuming that she's going to get the Supreme Commander keyword, so she can be in a Supreme Command attachment. Currently, there's only 2 or 3 characters that have it. What do you call it? Commander Shadow Sun has it. What do you call it? Rabute has it. And I think
that's what it's because Supreme Command Attachment has a Lord of War in it, right? That's
a Lord of War or an HQ.
Okay,
but they have to have the keyword Supreme Commander.
No, my friend Casey was trying to figure out how do I put a Baneblade in my Guardsman army. That's how.
Nope.
Because a super heavy needs you to have 3.
Nope. There's a super heavy. There's a super heavy that only has 1.
Okay, because we were reading
it's an auxiliary detachment called.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay. Very nice. That's very nice.
Well, I mean, you have a full and fulfilling life, and it's not like your man paints any quicker either. So, you too, you're slow. Oof. No, it's fine.
Over time.
It's fun.
Oof.
No, it's fine. I mean, I'm behind in a bunch of projects too. I've been so taken with this terrain thing and working on the big terrain project. I've got so many figures that I have to put together.
Jesus.
All right, dog out.
Get out.
What'd you do?
He's trying to go after some trash that was on the trash bag. Come on, buddy. You're being ridiculous. Oh my God. Hey, none of that. Whoa, dude.
Huh.
What is that all about? Must just not be having a good day. Jesus.
don't know what's going on with Apollo. He's being weird yet. So, yeah, I mean, that's really weird for Apollo. He's never like that. So, so yeah, I mean, the sister stuff looks really good, and there's a lot of stuff going on. All right, so let's move on. What else is going on? Okay, so we saw the Thousand Suns. We saw the Grey Knights. All right, let's get into it with Age of Sigmar. The Blight Lords or Grave Lords or whatever the hell they are, the vampires. Oh my God, they're gorgeous. Except for the one that has bats in their hair. I just still think that's the dumbest freaking thing.
Bats. It's just taking from Bats the movie.
No, you know what it reminded me of?
Bats the movie.
No, remember we went and saw that one Dracula. What is it? Dracula Untold?
Yeah, Bats the movie.
Bats the movie. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I get what you... Yeah, that's what it reminded me of. It was just like, we got a whole bunch of money we got for FX. Let's put more bats in the movie. I want to make a giant bat fist and punch stuff with it. That character... The rest of the character, I would literally, if I play that character, I would take a pair of clips and I would clip out all of the freaking bats in the hair because it's just like, I have bats flitting in my hair. It's like Snow White, but instead of it being little robins holding up strands of hair, it's little bats. It's the dumbest looking figure. New character for Grey Knights is Castlin Crow in Terminator armor. Very cool. Very cool.
Very nice.
Yeah. So the vampires got a huge refresh. The vampire lords are back. They've got the new knights. They've got new zombies. They've got new skeletons. It's a really good looking army. It goes right along with whatever Cursed City is going to be about completely. I still have yet to completely read through the rules on that game. I haven't had time.
Isn't that the one where the whole joke is like they're giving an expansion for a game that no one owns?
I think it was Ben made that comment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there is a kind of a problem with that in that they're talking about, and the thing is, a lot of copies sold. For them to say nobody has copies, a lot of copies sold.
Yeah.
I mean, they all freaking sold. The problem is that because of the other situation, we may not actually see expansions. So that's problematic.
But we're seeing expansions, so...
No, we haven't.
Because that's what was on.
Did you read what those boxes were? There was a joke somebody was making. Oh. Cursed City, Terrible Town, Vile Village.
Oh, me dumb.
No, it was Ryan. That was it. Yeah.
Me dumb.
Yeah, you're dumb. Yes, that was a joke somebody.
I just saw a box set and then two other box sets. I'm like, oh,
yeah.
Must be something for Cursed City.
Yeah, it was Terrible Town and Vile Village. It was, yeah. And if that was the actual thing and I didn't take it as a joke, then that's even worse because it looked awful. But yeah, so they look really great. I don't know if I've ever really made this a point before. I like vampire stuff to a point.
Yeah, there's something.
But there's a lot of vampire stuff I don't like. For whatever reason. I was an emo kid in the 90s. Vampires are played for me. So I'm like, cool, vampires. No. I'm more with Blade. Kill the damn vampires.
Yep.
So it's just like, oh, okay, that's cool. I mean, if it's your thing, I'm really happy for it because they're beautiful looking models. Other than maybe they're born with it, maybe it's little vampire bats. But you know, I mean, if that's your thing, that's great. I'm happy for you because you're getting a really great. You're getting some really great looking models out of it.
Our models are good for.
On the other hand, they announced all new Stormcast. I love them. They look awesome.
Do you think the Stormcast will be effective because of them?
No.
That's fair.
I don't care. I don't care if they're effective or not. I don't care if they're awesome or not. They look awesome.
That's fair.
That new HQ, that new Celestin, the chick
Oh yeah, no, she looks
Oh
amazing.
my god.
I'm still in the I hate the Stormcast helmets, but she looks amazing.
You know what she looks like?
What?
If Saint Celestine and Sanguinius had a baby. Because she's got Sanguinius's blades, but it's a chick with wings.
You gotta get the fan fiction writers right.
Oh yeah, I mean it's a gorgeous figure. I mean, I would convert that up for $30K and use that as Sanguinius and do an all-female Marine army.
Oh my god!
I mean, she's gorgeous. Heresy, yes. I agree, it's heresy. But then again, I was looking at some of those new Stormcast and going, huh.
Put Space Marine backpacks on.
Oh, even worse than that.
Oh no.
Take the ones that have the shield and the giant maul. Turn those into Terminators. Celestial Lions. Oh, they got him in. It's pretty cool looking. See, she could be a stand-in for Celestine. She could be a stand-in for Sanguinius. She is awesome. She is a beautiful figure. The thing is, I really like the Saint Celestine figure to begin with, but that's just a gorgeous figure. And I want her. Why? I don't know. It's dumb. I've played exactly one game with my Stormcast, but I've painted like 3,000 points of them. I don't care. I love them. They're just awesome looking. And I love the fact that my paint job is not the typical, we're all in gold, silver. My silver cast. I like my silver cast. I like the way they look. I like that they're this beaten silver look to them.
Yeah.
But, you know. So, yeah, 3rd edition's coming out, and nobody's really sure. Ben, we should. Maybe when this tournament's over. The tournament's this week. The following week, I have my D&D game. But, like, the week after that, I want to... We should get together and play some Age of Sigmar. I really think. I think we should put together 1,000 points and play.
It'll be fun.
I think it'd be great.
I don't have any Age of Sigmar, so I don't...
I have tons of Age of Sigmar.
Yeah, well, I don't. I have none.
Well, it's because you're lame.
No, because Age of Sigmar is cool, but again, I'm not going to play Warhammer Fantasy or Age of Sigmar until they give me what I want.
They gave them to you.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they did.
The Brutonians do not exist yet.
They're... Wait till 3rd edition comes out.
Listen, if they put Brutonians in the 3rd edition, not only will I...
They won't put Brutonians. You know what they'll put in? Guys with cup knights. They'll call them cup knights. I mean, the cities of Sigmar have a lot of the old figures in them now.
I know. I know they do, but that's not what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for just the militiamen, because the militiamen are cool. I like having all
No, it's not militiamen. They've got a lot of the old Sigmar.
But I don't want Sigmar.
I mean, a lot of the old fantasy figures on there.
I want Brutonians.
But the Brutonians are all dead.
So should the Sigmar boys. They should also be dead.
Well,
if Brutonia's right there, if all the Sigmar people survived, why did all the Brutonian people survive?
They didn't survive. That's the point. These cities were walled in. So there might be, as they expand the world, they might find pockets of Brutonians.
And that's what I want. That's all I want.
And you can paint up Brutonians and use them as free cities knights.
But then I don't have Grail Knights.
But you can have cup knights.
That's not even...
But you don't even have any Grail Knight figures, so...
I know that.
You know why?
But they're my favorite part of Old Warhammer Fantasy.
Well, Old World will be coming out eventually. And you can have a lot of those that you can't afford anyhow. So.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess they're all gonna be in like Forge World and stuff.
They're gonna probably be. It's gonna be to Sigmar with 30K as to 40K.
Yeah, I know.
Just play cities. See, even Ben says it. Play
but
cities.
That's not what I want.
But that's who they are.
They don't have Ground Knights.
They might. I don't know.
I've looked. They don't have Ground Knights.
Have you looked at the cities? Sigmar
I have looked at them. They're all like long swordsmen and militiamen, and then guys with cannons. And
you know why the knights are dead?
Why?
Because they were bitches. We'll charge them. Did Chaos just eat all the Brutonia? Yes. Who knows? Maybe one of the realms they're going to find is the realm of Brutonia. Yeah, I mean, with the new broken realms, who knows? The Brutonians or something resembling the Brutonians might be coming up.
Yeah.
Don't give up hope yet.
I know, and I haven't. That's why I'm like, when Age of Sigmar gives me my Brutonian Knights back and my Grail Knights back, I'll play. Straight up, I will start.
I will point out, he wants them back. He never had them in the first place.
You know what? I don't need.
I'm not wrong.
Your negative.
I'm not wrong.
I don't mean like mine, but I mean the lore of them, or they
existed. The lore is there. They were there, and they all died. I mean, it is in the lore.
You get longswordsmen back for fucking Sigmar because
because they were hiding in these cities that were sealed away because the Brutonians gave their lives to protect these people from chaos.
Yeah, they gave their lives for the Sigmarites. Yeah, because that made...
No, they didn't give their life for the Sigmarites. The Sigmarites, Sigmar just happened to be in space, found a dragon. He humped the dragon and they had babies. And now they're fighting chaos. Just saying.
Grail Knights are cooler than Stormcast.
I don't know about that. Stormcast on Griffins casting magic. Pretty cool.
Yeah, but they're not a dude who has been blessed by the lady and is able to run up to a fucking bloodthirster and go, hi. Bap. Hi.
You know who can do that, though? Stormcast. Not wrong.
Anyway, not important.
Anyhow,
not important.
Age of Sigmar 3rd edition's coming out.
I don't actually have any issue with Age of Sigmar. Age of Sigmar is cool. I do like all the stuff in Age of Sigmar.
But Age of Sigmar 3rd edition's coming out, and it's going to have a whole lot of new figures.
Oh.
And they don't know what the other side is, but a lot of people assume it's going to be destruction. Since the first box was versus chaos, and the second box was against death, the third one, since it's kind of set in Gur, is going to be destruction.
It'll be destruction versus chaos.
No, it's going to be Stormcast. They've already said that. It's going to be Stormcast. But the thing is that who the army is going to be against. It could be destruction. It could be a whole new army. It could be some Centauri things. Nobody knows.
Oh my god. Let's Sigmar for the dragon. Damn it.
Currently reading the AOS core book. I don't think God did a partner with Sigmar and the dragon. You know, it's implied in the lore.
You're ridiculous.
I'm just saying.
Oh my god.
I'm just saying.
Whatever.
It's what gods do. Just think of Sigmar as Zeus. It's lightning bolts and lions, just like Zeus. What did Zeus do when he came across powerful things?
So in 3rd edition, they're going to add another faction. Because it'll be order, chaos, death, destruction, nerds.
Dark Elves versus Stormcast. Dark Elves. I thought do you really think they're gonna do a destruction-based elf? Like bad guy elves?
Well, that's what the Dark Elves were, really. But
the problem is that a lot of the factions of the Dark Elves have been absorbed into the Daughters of Cain.
Yeah, but
I mean, really, they really have. I mean, I'd be cool with that. I'd love to see the old Dark Elves, the Undercity Elves, come out.
I don't remember anything about the old Dark Elves.
I do. They were elves, but mean.
That's it.
I mean, they were cool. I loved them, but they were basically drow, except without the whole spider thing. They weren't chaos line, were they?
No,
they were anti-chaos.
No, I thought
they were like Drukhari.
Okay, no, I wasn't sure.
Here's the thing. If you ever want to know what the old races were like, look at them in 40K, because the 40K is still what they were like. I mean, Age of Sigmar changed what people were like. Drukhari were dark elves. That's straight up. We rape, we pillage, and we're pirates. That's us. That was them in fantasy.
I just was making sure because I wasn't so much sure.
Yeah,
like there are certain fantasy factions I just didn't read up on. Do we have lizard men yet?
Oh yeah, they're part of Order. They're huge.
Okay. No,
And they just got a brand new figure. They're beautiful.
no, I wasn't. Again, I'm not confident in Age of Sigmar. This is me as someone who hasn't.
Yeah,
touched
no.
Age of Sigmar.
They have them. And they don't call them lizard men though, because again, they had to give everybody like unique names so they can copyright the crap out of them. Seraphon, yeah, that's what they're called. They're called the
The
Seraphon.
Lizardmen were pretty cool.
They're really cool now,
Fantasy.
but they even have the Slon back. The giant dude, fat dude on the giant fat dude on the floating palanquin. He's back. He's leading them. You want to see, dude? They have a battle turtle. It's really
They still battle dinosaurs.
yes, they do.
Okay.
They have huge.
No, I'm just making sure.
They have huge battle dinosaurs. It's a
They
crazy. They're this whole Aztec. They have this whole Aztec.
No,
thing
they
going on.
always had the. I was just making sure that they didn't throw that out because that's.
Well, I mean, they did throw it out, but then they brought them back. That's what Age of Sigmar was. We flush everything down the toilet and bring it back out. It's basically what Age of Sigmar is. Seraphon is an infinitely better name than Lizard Man. Antonio, I would agree with you. And as you are somebody who plays the Seraphon, the only thing I have to say is fuck skinks. But, skinks are terrible.
Why are skinks terrible?
They're terrible.
Why?
Only horrible people play
They're
skinks.
cute.
Only horrible people play
They're
skinks.
cute.
Yes, but they're horrible.
You leave them alone. You leave those good boys alone. Skinks are good boys.
So, like I said, though, I mean, all the announcements about Age of Sigmar, I'm super excited. I'm super stoked. I definitely want to get the new Age of Sigmar starter when it comes out.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever the third army is, whatever the new army is in the box, it'll be great. I'm going to add the Sigmarites to my Stormcast, growing Stormcast.
Proud Marines.
I mean, we love the hobby. I mean, there's really no other way around it.
Yeah.
We love the hobby. So, and I try to keep a positive spin on it because there are things that this company does at times that a lot of us disagree with, but a lot of it's not also in their control. Like, perfect example, I ordered some stuff a few weeks ago. I'm still waiting to get it in. And yes, I need to come see you. You were out for a week, so I couldn't come by. I actually want to come by in the next couple days or so. I need to get my thing from you. But I ordered some stuff and I'm having a hard time getting it in. And it's just because COVID is still... Please stop picking up the phone.
Sorry.
It's just because COVID's still making delivery times a pain in the butt.
Oh, yeah.
But did you notice that Warhammer is doing a cool thing? The company, because that's their name now. They're not Games Workshop. They're Warhammer. They're Games Workshop.
Trying to rebrand themselves.
But here's the thing. They're doing a road show. They're going to have a traveling road show that comes across the country.
Cool.
Yeah. It's all down south, though.
Well,
Suck.
lame.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be in California. I saw California, Texas, Louisiana. I know there's a fourth one. It was someplace down south. I think it was 2 in Texas.
Still lame, but
yeah, I'd like to see them come up here. But they were also talking about it. No, put those down. I know you like to fidget, and I know it's a thing, but not with things that could cut wires around wires. I love you.
I got it.
But they're also talking about Adepticons finally going to be back. So next year, Adepticon will finally be back.
Should have fun with that.
I mean, it's the best Midwestern wargaming convention there is.
Where is it again?
Chicago.
Okay. Maybe I'll go with.
You'll come with.
Maybe.
No, you'll come with.
Maybe.
No, we're going to live stream from there. You're coming with.
Oh, shit. Have an actual army by then. But if it's next year, then yeah, I should have an actual army by then.
Yeah. Well, you're not going to be in a tournament there. I mean, that's not going to happen.
Why not? I do good.
Yeah.
I'll take Space Wolves and win tournament.
No, you won't. Although I will be playing Space Wolves this weekend.
Well, that should be fun.
Yeah, with a drop pod.
Don't spoil it.
I don't care. I already talked about a couple of people with it. Bring the drop pod.
People are gonna counter build your build.
How are they going to do that? How are you going to counter build me? Keep trying to get turn 1.
I have a counter to drop pods.
Yeah, it's good dice. So they're talking about they're talking about having events coming back to the stores. They're doing this roadshow thing. A world's coming back to normal. I've had my second shot now, a week. So I'm about a week away from saying F you to COVID for mostly ever. You need to get your shot done.
No, I was looking at that. I was looking at that this morning, and then I passed out while I was doing it.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's a tournament this weekend, and tournaments are ramping up across the country. I don't know if we're completely ready for big scale tournaments, but they're happening.
Very nice.
What else is going on?
On the 40K side, or just
what else is going on gaming wise? I mean, you've been playing with your friends via Tabletop Simulator and whatnot.
Yeah, we've been playing Tabletop Simulator. We've been playing Roll20 because Roll20 is kind of. So this is the other thing. There's this really good mod pack for Tabletop Simulator that has a bunch of Star Wars minis that we're looking to run a Star Wars game using that, which is fun. Got a whole bunch of really good Star Wars minis.
Have you played the Star Wars Legions war game?
I wanted to try it, but okay. So here's my issue with Legions. It's weird.
I saw that, Ben. That first one is gorgeous. I gave it over to Frosty Fish. Hopefully, they reacted really nicely to it. So hopefully, you'll see that on their channel this week. Because you know how much they love highlighting art.
Yeah.
Even though it's never you, because you suck. No, not you.
Oof.
No, he doesn't suck. Ben's awesome.
Oof.
So, what were you talking about, Underworld? I mean,
so the issue with Star Wars Legion is it plays really weirdly. Like, it's nothing like 40K at all. Like, I don't mean, like, at all. And it's just weird.
There's a lot of games that don't play like 40K.
No, and I get it. But, like, it's very weird coming from 40K, which is my first ever war game I ever played, to Star Wars Legion, which is, there's, like, no cross at all.
Okay.
Like, one of the big points is, like, you only have a certain amount of actions per turn, so you can only activate a certain amount of units per turn.
Okay.
And that's just really weird.
What did you paint, Tina?
It's painting.
And Ben, did you put up a second one? All right, let me go on to Instagram and take a look at this lovely piece of art by Ben.
Oh no.
Because I love Ben's art. I think Ben is an amazing painter. I think between Ben and Antonio, they're probably two of the best painters that are in the regular portion of the community. I mean, I know there are certain people in our group that are considered pro painters, but all I ever see is him talking shit and not painting. Oof! That's a call out there. Oh, yeah, look at that. That's pretty cool.
That is very cool. I like that.
Yeah, that's nice, Ben. That's nice. A little is that a harp or a bow? What the hell is it? No, it's a bow with multiple strings. Dude, that's a cool looking figure. I mean, first off, these Underworlds figures are just such great sculpts. I mean, they just
Looks
really
like an Eldar.
No, well, they're elves. They're high elves. That's the whole thing.
Oh, when you said Underworlds, I was thinking Necromunda for some reason. And I was like, that's a Necromunda figure? No.
No. That's Underworlds. The board game.
Yeah.
The competitive cards and figure board game.
Yeah.
I really can't wait to actually get.
Ooh.
Oh, Seraphon. Very nice. Very nice. I want to get that Seraphon warband for Underworlds just because.
Fair.
I like Underworlds. I want to eventually pick up the base set. They've also got a nice new starter set that's got 2 new armies in it that I thought were pretty cool. I'm going to pick that up as well. I like Underworlds. I only played a few games, but I really, really liked it. And I think it'd be a nice, simple game to start playing around the house here. Just because I want to start playing more regular games, along with, hopefully, once we get everything set here and you get your army built, like a weekly 40K game that we can broadcast or something.
That'd be fun.
Because we've been talking about putting together, you and I were talking about, that's something that we've been talking about, putting together a narrative campaign.
Yeah.
Not like a crusade or anything, but more like a narrative, like a story-driven campaign. And we can bring in guest people,
guest
armies to be part of the upper story and part of the whole ongoing narrative thing that we want to do. The Lost Planet was the idea I had, like a planet that was lost in between a couple of it was like stuck between a couple of black holes, and there's like a path to get to it. And it's been released, and there's some mystical great thing there, and everybody's trying to get to it.
Yeah.
And there's this race to get to whatever this mystical.
Oh, so it's Dawn of War, Black Crusade or Dark Crusade.
Well, I'll admit, I actually stole a little bit of the idea from 40 on 40.
Fair.
You know.
No, there's a lot of cool narrative campaigns.
Yeah, and I think having like a tabletop narrative campaign where people can be invested in the story, but it's not a crusade, so we don't have to keep track of all those additional points and extra things.
The injury stuff can be kind of cool,
but oh my god, there's so much paperwork.
And I get that. I kind of like the injuries and upgrade stuff. I think
what I like the idea of is that maybe if there's a fight that goes on, and if you do really well in this fight, maybe you have a slight advantage in the next fight, or there's you get a better dice roll for setting up in the next game, or 2 armies fighting, and the loser gets to determine what's going to happen with the next army that comes in the area, that kind of thing.
That's fair.
Like I said, a nice narrative campaign where it's mainly about just having some fun gameplay and watching some different armies playing, and maybe some slightly different 1,500 points, 1,750, 2,000.
2,500. Yeah, I think 2,500 is the cap on base 40K game.
Eventually, I'd like to get a full 3,000 point game going, but you need a full size table for that. You need a bigger than full size table for that. And I'd almost want to do it instead of it being small dudes, like 3,000 points of knights on knights, like knights on chaos knights, and just.
That's expensive. That's expensive.
Well, I already know somebody who has most of a knight army.
That's still expensive.
And I know somebody who has a large beginning to a chaos knight army.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
I have to finish painting them first.
Well, yeah, I got to get finished painting a lot of stuff.
So we're doing all 10 billion of the projects.
All the stuff.
All of the 10 billion projects you have.
Well, this project should be done by Friday because it's got to be on the table on Saturday.
We're gonna get. She didn't finish that one.
No, those are hers. That's her.
I was like, when you get,
I would love for her to
have a Drukhari army in the narrative.
I would love to have her finish her Drukhari.
Actually, do we want a Drukhari army in the narrative?
Yeah, because I want to shoot them off the freaking table. Custodes, Stormbolters, get out of my planet.
I don't know. I'm scared.
I'm not scared.
I'm scared.
I'm not scared. She can't roll anything but 2s.
Oof! Get called out.
She'll say that too. That's the problem. Oof. Yeah, exactly. I need 1/6. Not happening. That was 40 dice. Yeah. Oof. You are an Oompa Loompa.
Hey.
Sure. Oompa Loompa doo.
Sure. Stop making fun of me.
I'm making fun of you. I'm allowed to.
It's rude.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Anyway.
Anyhow, so.
That's rude. Anyway.
What's coming up for 40K? Necromunda. Oh my God. There's so much cool stuff coming from Necromunda. I wish the local I have to look up your Insta, Tina. I don't know that I have it. So I'll have to take a peek at that. Stop it. I don't have her. I didn't know she had an Insta. Let's take a look.
Yes, you do.
I do. I didn't think I did.
Yeah, that's why I said refresh and check first.
Let's take a peek. That is very cool.
Very nice.
I like it.
That's really cool.
I like the green.
The green is very nice.
The green's very nice.
Yeah.
Very cool. Dig that. Huh. Let me give that over to Frosty Fish too. Get you a little love of my boys. Now, like I said, everybody who's seen my Instagram knows that I've been doing all this stuff with the foam. And I am working on
Marowak.
Do you see Marowak? I don't know what Marowak is. I don't know what Marowak is. So this stuff, I will, once I've got the table done up, I will put a bunch of it out there and take some photos of it.
Oh, I don't know Pokemon either.
I don't know Pokemon at all, dude.
I've never played a Pokemon game. Well, I guess Pokemon Go, if that counts.
I have no idea.
I don't think it counts.
I mean...
Oh, that's the Pokemon with the bone on its head. That's their mom's skull.
Okay. I'll accept that answer.
Yeah, it's a Pokemon that has their mom's skull is just embedded onto their head.
Well, that's very sad and very dark. And
yeah.
I don't expect that. I mean, the only thing I know about Pokemon is
it's that one.
Team Rocket Go. And there's a lot of fan fiction about it that I don't want to come ever across again accidentally.
No, that's. I think I got that one right. Like,
I don't know. I thought his name was Cubone.
Oh, that might be like Cubone might be the baby version, and Marowak might be the grown-up version.
Which is why it's a big old skull.
Yeah.
You know, and if that was what you're trying to do, I mean, it looks orange in the skull-like thing, so it looks good. I just think it's a good-looking figure.
Yeah.
You know? I'm not a Pokemon guy.
Hey, there is some fan fiction that's actually good.
I've seen some really good 40K fan fiction lately.
Oh,
no, I've actually seen some really good 40K fan fiction recently.
I'll take your word on it.
No, there was somebody did an entire what do you call it? Did a Space Hulk in a story. The Space Hulk board game, but they did it in a story format. It was really cool.
I'm not saying it's not.
I mean, yeah. There's plenty of that fan fiction too. Because, you know.
Degeneracy.
Heresy exists. Concern. I'm seeing a good bit of heresy up in here. Hello, citizens. Yeah, so... That's also kind of brought me to the other thing. It's funny you bring. I didn't intend it to go that way, but it's kind of funny that it came up. Heresy and your own armies and the heresy, blah 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 blah. I reason that I saw that was entirely female Marines.
Okay.
Now, I know that's heresy, but at the same time, I dig it. I mean,
yeah,
Shan's Lady D's army of what do you call it? Salamanders is going to be all female, except for some old Marines, but all of her Primaris are going to be female Marines. And I saw somebody. They were getting a lot of crap about it because they weren't like. I've seen some really great conversions of female figures into Space Marines. There's a female Stormcast captain that's running. She's got an axe like this and an axe like this, and I've seen that converted into a Space Wolf so many times.
Oh yeah,
it's a great conversion. And people, well, that's heresy. You know what?
and
I'm kind of got to the point where after I saw somebody do an entire Tau army that was Govesa. So they took boxes of Cadian troopers.
that's what I like. I think I talked to you about that. That's something
They took boxes of Cadian troopers. They put Fire Warrior shoulders on them. They replaced the helmets with Fire Warrior helmets, and they had Fire Warrior guns. And like they did some conversion work where they were taking half Imperial armor and stuff like that and melding it with freaking Imperial Guard and Tau armor.
Yeah.
And there were some really cool conversion pieces.
Like that stuff is always cool. And that stuff makes sense to the lore. There are totally planets that have like fallen to the Tau and
or came to the greater good.
That have then converted and done stuff like that. That totally makes sense. It wouldn't make sense for them not to do that if there was a planet that had a PDF force that, joined the Tau Empire.
And there's another great Kitbasher out there that has an entirely Tzeentch corrupted Tau army. It's gross, but lovely. Just a great looking army.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, seeing an ethereal converted to be a sorcerer of Tzeentch was just an amazing looking figure. And I guess I'm of the opinion, because I used to be like on the fence about it. I was like, it's fine, it's your army. I think we've gotten to a point in the hobby where I actually want to see people do that more. I actually really want to see better conversions and more conversions. I saw they only did it for a kill team, but they did an entire squad of Ultrama orcs. They're Ultramarines, but they're all orcs. But they're loyal to the Emperor. They're in Ultramarine armor colors, but they're definitely orky. It's a hilarious looking conversion. And they did it really well. I mean, they look like they're the actual cast figures. They don't look like they're just conversions.
Yeah.
And I think part of the reason I want to see that goes back to what I was saying earlier about the orcs with the whole Beast Snagas box.
Mm-hmm.
People are pointing out that there's a lot of monopose figures in that box, single pose, and they saw like one figure they repeated like 4 times on the big display picture. It's the same boy like 4 times on there.
Yeah, that one's really cool. And then there's there
was a guy recently on
Imperial Guard.
There was a guy that was recently on 40 on 40 on Play on Tabletop that played an entire Grot Imperial Guard army. They're entirely loyal. Their entire Imperial Guard.
One of the Leman Russes has a freaking Grot in the
canon. And it's entirely a Grot army, and it's hilarious. But they're like, for the Emperor! It was just the most awesome thing I'd ever seen. And I guess that's the thing. It's like, you know what? I think there's a hobby. It's mature to the point, but okay, if they're going to give us monopose figures and you don't like it, then freaking do something about it.
Yeah.
Make your own stuff. I memean, the green stuff is a thing. Sculpting is a thing. Cutting and gluing is a thing. It's not like plastic models are hard to cut apart and hard to kit bash.
Yeah.
And that's the funny thing. Like, I look at back when I first got into the hobby in the 90s, kit bashing was a big deal. I mean, I did a big series about it like a year and a half ago where we were making people do conversions out of deodorant sticks in the tanks. When I played my Imperial Guard 2 weeks against you, 2 weeks ago against you at Faclandia, I had like 5 or 6 people come up and ask me about that converted tank of mine.
Yeah.
He's like, that is a cool figure. What is that?
Deodorant stick in it.
It's a deodorant stick tank. It's history in this game. And I like the idea that people put that kind of effort and love into their figures. I mean, look at what you're doing. You're using figures of a different era with your own thing on them to make them represent what you want them to do. They're very recognizable what they are, but they'll be easily recognizable as what they're going to be. I mean, I was looking at those freaking new Stormcast and going, man, the hammer and shield Stormcast. Man, you take off those Stormcast heads. You take off that Stormcast head and you put a giant Viking head on there, put some furs on that thing, and oh my God, those are some Wolfguard assault Terminators if I ever seen one.
Yeah.
I know Tina ended up not being crazy about them. I remember she was a little complaining about them, but I love the idea that she converted a bunch of bikers into hover bikes to use them as her seraphim for her Sisters of Battle. I thought that was cool as hell.
Yeah.
Your biological mother wants to eventually do a Sisters of Battle unit, but she wants to convert all of them and do them in a unique color scheme. So they're all going to have bald heads because she wants to do them like the Dora Milaje from Black Panther.
Yeah, I know.
You know, I mean, that'd be kind of a cool conversion, especially if you're able to do them in those colors, that red and the gold with a little bit of black and a little bit of green in there, and the dark skin. I think the hobby has matured to a point where I think it can handle a little heresy. Yeah, I think it can handle a little heresy. And I think, I honestly think GW could actually, again, if they were to buy into it a little bit, could make a decent amount of money compared to, there's so many third-party bit sellers out there that sell like, hey, here's a bunch of orc arms, and here's a bunch of orc heads. Cromlech being a perfect example, where you can make an entire army. And 3D printing, now you can print parts to make custom knight heads for your Marines and whatnot. If they were to just produce more upgrade sprues or part sprues just independently that you could buy for your armies, I think they could make a killing and get people into the hobby in the Kidbashing area really into it.
Oh, yeah.
But that's just my thoughts on it.
See,
making the army your own, I think, is the biggest draw to any real army. I mean, that really is. When you can make an army your own, a great paint job is great. But you know what? People look at a really good ultramarine painted army like, oh, that looks really cool. But when somebody goes and converts up a bunch of Marines to look all wild and crazy, people go crazy about it.
I saw someone did like an entire chapter. They called them the Space Bears. I watched a video on it, and they're so cool.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they're so cool.
Yeah. And Dana Howell took like a couple of boxes of the bone Golemy type dudes out of Age of Sigmar, and she cut up a bunch of their spare bits and put them on a Marine army, and she did her Carcadons, the space sharks.
Oh.
And she did them with all these bones and skulls and jawbone axes and skull shields, and they're gorgeous.
Oh yeah.
So I think the game could do with a little heresy. The only armies you see that really have that kind of really stepped up for their entire army to make them individual among the Marines even are like the Wolves and the Angels.
Yeah.
And I mean both kinds of angels, although the Dark Angels, I mean, their big thing is, we wear hoods.
We wear hoods.
We're secret. We wear hoods and have big wings on our helmets.
We're stealthy.
We're secret.
We're stealthy.
Yeah, it's not like the Blood Angels who have blood and wings everywhere and cups everywhere, or the wolves that have everything named wolf.
Yeah.
And wolf pelts.
Wolf for the wolf time.
That's what I'm saying.
Wolf.
Say what you want about my wolves, but at least they're cool.
Wolf.
I mean, they have wolves. They ride on wolves. I don't see any Blood Angels riding on angels.
That's because like they have like angel dudes, like.
But so do the
Dante.
wolves. The wolves have wolf dudes.
The wolfen aren't wolf dudes. They're
werewolves, dude. They're werewolves.
They're like old timey werewolves. Not like,
yeah, exactly. They're old timey werewolves that eat people's faces, and then they ride wolves.
No, they hit them with thunder hammers. They don't eat their faces.
No, they eat their faces afterwards.
Yes, they ride angels.
I thought that was more of a Dark Angels thing, but we're not going to go into old time lore that they don't really want to talk about anymore. I just want to point out, because this is something that doesn't come out much anymore.
Uh-huh.
Do you know why the Dark Angels' home base is called The Rock?
Why?
Because in the 80s, in Nottingham, UK, which is where Games Workshop is, there's a pub there, a bar there, a dance club called The Rock. These days, we refer to it as an LGBT club. I'm not lying.
We know, that's fair. Because I want to do that kit bash with the Stormcast on the mounts with my army, and like that's gonna be cool. For my Thunderwolves.
Your Thunder Griffins.
Yeah.
Thunder Griffins.
Like Griffin Cavalry.
Thunder Griffins.
Like Dire Griffin Cavalry. Greater Griffin Cavalry. I'll find some cool name for it.
Bird Dog.
Sure.
Bird Dog.
Sure. They're cool.
I didn't say they're not cool.
I'm going to put wings on the Griffins too, because that'll be cool. Why not? Why not? That's cool.
No.
Why not?
No, they look dumb.
No, but the Griffins, they should have wings.
No. Have you seen Griffhounds? Griffhounds don't have wings.
Yeah, but Griffins should have wings.
But they're not Griffins.
Yes, they are.
They're Griff Riders.
They should have wings.
Me.
I can kit bash wings on.
But they don't fly. That's lame.
They don't need to fly.
If they have wings and they don't fly, then they're giant Kiwis and they're worthless. Now that'd be great. A bunch of giant Kiwi riders.
Oh. They can't fly because they have space marines on their backs.
Me, I'm a Kiwi.
That's why.
Me, I'm a Kiwi.
Because they have space marines on their back, which is why they can't fly.
Have them riding on ostriches.
But no, we could put wings on them. It'll be cool.
No, it won't be.
Why would it be cool?
Yeah, leave the boy alone.
What's lame about wings on fucking Griffins?
There's nothing lame about wings on Griffins.
You don't need to be able to fly to have wings. They'll be cool, and because they're those cool poses.
What you should do is you should find Griffins that are in flight and put Marines on them and use those as your jetpack Marines.
But they have small models. They're like,
who cares? Who cares? So use them in place of, I don't know, land speeders.
Ooh. The land speeder's good?
Well, the new one is. The Primaris land speeder.
How big is it, though? Is it really big?
I don't know.
Oh.
I haven't seen anyone play one yet.
I don't know. I think putting wings on them would be cool. And it makes sense why they can't fly, because they have freaking space marines on them. That's like 2 tons worth of the metal on their backs. No, they're not going to be able to fly with that on them.
They're not very fast then. They just kind of limp along.
No, they can still
look at me. I'm a Griffin.
Okay, just because something has a freaky heavy dude on its back so it can't fly doesn't mean it's slow. It just can't fly because it can't get the momentum in the air. It's logic and aerodynamics.
And now it's got giant wings that it's flopping around on the ground with. Have you ever seen a bird run that had wings? I'm just saying.
They look lame without wings.
They don't look lame without wings. They look awesome. There's one right over there. It looks great.
But they're griffins.
They're not griffins. They're griffhounds. Griffins are a completely different thing. That's racist.
You're racist.
All right. So you have a game you have to go run.
Yeah.
And I got to wrap up. So final thoughts for the night. What do you have for final thoughts for us?
You're a jerk.
Not an untrue statement.
No, this is fun. I like having these nights. Like doing the live stream. It's fun.
Good.
Yeah.
You should play more 40K.
I will.
You should play more 40K with me.
I can't play this Saturday because you have the tournament.
You could come and have Ben teach you how to play Age of Sigmar. You can use my Stormcast. He can beat you to death with his elves.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see.
All right. So keep a watch on my Instagram, and we'll have a video up maybe this weekend on how this stuff all turned out. I know we'll definitely have some shots from the tournament itself once it's all done.
Very nice.
I'm digging the new job. I'm happy.
Very nice.
It gives me some freedom.
Sweet.
I'm glad to have the boy home. You can't get the swing like I do. Really?
Yes.
We're going to do this on the air? Because I'll murder you. I'll just straight up murder you on the air. You need to get a haircut and a shave so you can get a job. Because you look like a homeless person.
I've been putting in job applications, but yeah, no, I got it.
We gotta get. Look at this. Look at this. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from?
All right,
Cotton Eye Joe.
Leaving.
All right, y'all. So thank you so much. If you could hit that like, I'd appreciate it. And again, remember, subscribe, like, follow, ring the bell. Put those comments below. We'll talk about it. We talk about a lot of different things. We try and talk about most about 40K, but 40K, Age of Sigmar, anything Warhammer 40K, terrain related, game related, fun hobby related, painting bullshit related. It don't matter. We're just here to enjoy each other's company and enjoy your company and enjoy the hobby that is tabletop gaming.
Yeah.
So that being said, I'm Big D. This is the boy. The boy.
We're working on a name. It's fine.
He has a name. The boy. It's like the child, but worse. The boy. The boy.
The worst.
The boy. Take care of each other. Wash your hands. Wear your masks. Get your shots. And we'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Epic your board. Epic your game. And epic your table. Take care of each other.
Yeah.